Hiya. Welcome back to Plants vs. Zombies. I think at one point I might have said that I was going to play, but I've already played this game, so Ann's just going to keep playing.
Snitch, please. I'm going to keep playing, and I'm going to torment one of our viewers who is concerned about the lack of symmetry in my playing, but I have a very specific reason for that, and that is that I'm fairly certain that the zombies focus mostly on this upper left-hand corner.
Well,
because this is a game for children, and it is meant to... Alright, I don't even remember what I was doing yesterday, so... It's daytime, so I can go for the sunflower, right? Alright.
Exactly. You'll also want to get that lily pad, because you'll need...
Truth.
You'll need to put those down so that you can put peashooters onto those middle tiles.
It's almost too... I haven't introduced this yet.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to just do it. I have to go for it.
See how it goes.
Honestly, this is just not a difficult game yet. That's not to say that it won't get difficult. You know, it's like it's an aquarium, right?
But you do have to take some risks.
Alright, so first thing... Going with that, I'm gonna collect these.
Put it in the back.
Are you sure? Isn't it?
I am sure.
Excuse me.
And again, like your typical daytime, you'll want to make sure that you get your. You'll actually need
save up now.
Yeah, you might.
That'll be okay. I can always buy a cherry bomb. Should I put the walnut up?
Yeah, you should. Wherever you want to put it. But you need to very quickly get enough so that you can afford...
Get enough what? Suns?
You need enough sun. You didn't bring a regular pea shooter, so you... And you don't have potato mines, so you're kind of doomed.
Well, that's okay. This will be my first failure. That's alright.
Finally!
I know,
we were getting tired of you succeeding all the time.
I'm gonna take this, and
then maybe
put a little walnut down here again, and put him down, though. And then I'll save up. The walnuts are cheap. I really like those walnuts because they are cheap, and it just buys you time to make these kinds of mistakes. I know.
You are... Oh, boy. Well, it's okay.
I gotta fail at some point. I haven't failed yet. I have to learn how important it is to be symmetrical in all of my doing. So again, we've already had 2 up here. We've only got 1 down here, so not all that worried about it.
I mean,
throw a walnut up here.
I'm not sure you'll get one in time for it to matter. I guess you could get a cherry bomb or get a chomper. Try them out.
Alright, why not?
There you go.
To that.
And then you can maybe throw another walnut down.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw one down here. I'll put them there. Why not?
And then I guess you're gonna need to get some more firepower at some point.
I will. I'm just not worried about it. I think people worry too much about losing or having to start over, but at the end of the day, did not we all learn to succeed through failures? I'm just gonna use one of these guys. Bye. And there we go, no problem.
Well,
no problem.
It's a bold strategy, Ann. Let's see how it holds up.
I got rid of several, so...
I mean, I guess really the only thing you need to do is keep those lawnmowers going.
That's true. Well, and I'm doing okay for the second, so I'm just gonna try to save up and I'll grab some of these shooters, these repeaters. That's cute. I like that. I didn't realize the pun until now. I was too busy being shouted at by the evil Conrad. He's such a harsh master.
Well, if you were slightly more symmetrical, you need to deal with that coney.
What? What are you talking about?
Get the repeater, deal with that cone guy at the bottom.
Okay.
He's got the most...
Well, that's why I was asking where I should put the thing.
That's why I said
evil Conrad making me feel foolish and stupid. What do I do with these guys? Are the lily pads the defense for that?
Exactly. So you could even put up a snow pea if you want, since they're cheaper.
Where?
On the lily pad.
Oh, cute.
You have to put a lily pad down so that you can get those. And,
I'm missing these. I shouldn't have put her so low. People are making me... This is what I mean, like... Everybody who plays it has a different strategy for how it works best for them, but then you end up getting so caught up in somebody else's method that you're not actually learning to play the game. So I could put one on the lily pad, or should I not bother? Should I just
put it on?
Alright. I might lose it,
and then put up a
though,
walnut
so
in front of that zombie.
Which one?
That one.
This one? Okay.
And then,
Like,
maybe you'll get lucky.
You just gotta fail your way to glory. That's how...
to glory.
Exactly. That's how everybody succeeds. It's just through failure. You just gotta learn. It's all good.
You're still even gonna beat this level.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'm feeling okay. I could definitely have done better, but that's okay, because I'm just figuring it out as I go along, which is what everybody does. Now, should I use a cherry bomb for these two guys, or just let the lawnmower take them? Because I'm getting pretty close to the end of the level.
You should get a 3-peat. Yeah, let the lawnmower take them.
Alright. Well,
actually, at this point, you could let a lawnmower finish everything off, and it'd be just fine. Oh, I forgot about those guys. They rise out of your pool.
We'll be okay.
You should put a repeater, at the...
Quick.
Actually, it seems like you don't need it. But you could get it if you want, or just use a bomb
you gotta tell me,
somewhere.
if you're gonna tell me what to do, you gotta tell me where to put it immediately.
Well, just, just have a good time.
Everybody have a good time. I can put up... I'm doing okay. Again, like, look at the distribution of zombies. There have been almost no zombies in this lower quadrant. Actually, it's a tertian? I don't know.
It would be
There's been almost no zombies in the bottom third, though.
It would be a hextant.
So, symmetry is definitely not a necessity in this game, which is why initially...
Oh, Lorbedo 15 getting called out.
No, I think they were making a good point, but I'm also myself making a good point, which is... This is a game for children. Not to say that you are childlike for playing it. It's a good game. It's really fun. But
I think that you will
putting the
soon...
sunflowers up here because that's where you're going the most, and neglecting this bottom right-hand corner because that's the most difficult part to take care of. Squashes zombies, how cute! I love the seeds. I love gardening, the seed packet spoilers. So I got a little bit of everything except that little disco guy.
I'm just gonna... That's not the disco guy, that's the newspaper guy.
No, I said except for the disco guy.
Oh, gotcha.
Alright. And yeah, because I've been instructed, I haven't been paying attention to who does what to whom. Let's not get bogged down with who does what to.
I'm actually just
still going for the walnut, because honestly, that walnut's my friend. And it's daytime, so I think I need those. I mean, it's not even allowing me to choose these, so that's clearly, I don't even have to worry about it. It's just telling me what I can and can't do. Very straightforward. So these do damage and slow the enemy, so I think I am going to go with those. I did like this Chomper, and he's not as cheap as the walnut, but he's certainly cheaper than the little pea shooter guys. Why not? I'll try this guy out. I love his little grumpy face, this little gourd. I assume I will need a lily pad, correct?
That's, yeah, you there are some aquatic plants that you're going to start unlocking, but for now...
No choice but to go with that. Let's see. I think I will go with this. I can't decide if I want to go with the cherry bomb or with a pea shooter. I think I am going to ask for your suggestion here.
If
I could swap either between the repeater or the cherry bomb, is there a preference?
I think that you will get the most out of the repeater because the repeaters are permanent upgrades.
One other question: is there something you would personally swap out? I'm probably not going to do it, but I want to let the viewers know if you do have a strategy that will help.
If I were to make one change, that change would be to swap out the snow pea. Well, I guess two changes. I would swap out the snow pea for a regular pea shooter because it's cheaper. And costs, it's easier to get early. And I would also probably swap out the chomper for a potato mine.
Interesting.
Because that's my strategy at the beginning of levels is use potato mines to deal with the individual zombies so that I can keep stacking up my sunflowers.
My reluctance to use those potato mines stemmed from the pole vaulter zombies. So that's my first lesson, that there's no little pole vaulters, so I could have just gone with that because that would have worked faster and is cheaper. But since I said I wasn't going to change, I'm not going to do it. In the future, though, definitely want to consider keeping that in mind. Alright, let's rock. First things first. Starting with 50, I'm just gotta go with the cash. You gotta get that investment in while you got the chance. I am gonna put one of these in. I'll probably put it in the wrong section, but that's okay. So I'm gonna try to immediately get more of these, and then I'm gonna save up for some actual, here, I'll cover that, because then I can immediately plant stuff. So that row at least is covered. Should I try him? Where should I put him? I need to do it quickly.
Just put him...
close or back?
Put him back.
Okay, I'm gonna put him there.
You don't need any lily pads yet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna focus on this, and I am gonna go with more of these.
Get your cluster.
Yes, because that's a little easier. And putting her down there, I think I missed a couple because it was just too hard. So we're doing okay. And again, notice they're starting from the top left. Symmetry is not your friend in this game.
I think that you will see somewhat differently.
That's probably correct.
You can already afford yourself a... Yeah,
I'll just do that. Why not?
Well, and
I'm gonna make money real quick.
You're doing a lot better this time as far as... Because you got more sunflowers. You only had the 2 last time. And that's pretty low in terms of...
How many levels are there?
There are 5.
Should I put a chomper down here? Or should I save up and just get a shooter?
Get a shooter.
Pea shooter? Maybe here?
Yeah, you like the snow peas, and not that I don't like them, but...
is beneficial. I don't know what I haven't had a chance to actually watch what the difference is between the repeater and the snow pea. I mean, I understand logically what's there, but I haven't actually seen it in action. Let's see, do I want a squash? I think I might just put a walnut down, actually.
Yeah, and then save up for... You can always put a squash as an emergency if you need it.
Yeah, but I'm sure that in the later levels, I am only in level 3. In later levels, it's going to be a lot more important to find balance. Well, and I'll probably do top and bottom, but so far, honestly, it's... Like,
you should put either a repeater or a snow pea in that top row.
Oh, whoops, I missed.
Oh, well, you know, that's...
I can always put a squash down.
Exactly. I'm like sitting here and just kind of dancing in place while you play.
It's a cute game.
I'm trying to keep myself from...
Squash or chomper? Snow pea?
I'll put squash instead.
Alright. I'll put him here maybe, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Because he can go back, too. He'll look forward or back and then hit them. But you're getting close to having a snow pea on every row.
I'll just go ahead and do that, because I've got one on each one except the middle, and no one's come in the middle.
You should put a couple more lily pads up, just because you never know. Maybe you'll want to put a walnut up. Maybe you'll want to put...
I am actually going to go ahead and put a walnut. I think I like those in the middle. It gives them a chance. So I don't want them to... Oh, a gift!
Mini games!
Aw, cute!
Yay! As Anne has said, she loves the mini games.
I do!
So those
are a blast.
You're gonna love it. All the mini games we've played up to this point are available. So it's going well. I would say, since you've got that first enemy shown up, buy a repeater. Because the water... For that little rubber ducky zombie that's coming in at you.
Yeah, I'm sure that later on it's going to be very important to find balance, but early game, it's meant to give you a chance. Since
you're doing
English-speaking countries, we read top to bottom, left to right, the game is absolutely favoring the upper quadrant of this map.
Yeah,
so
I mean, just look at the way you've built your stuff.
I put these here because I'm most likely to hover here.
I'd say wait for one more sun, get another repeater for the middle. You are. And
for here?
Yeah.
Alright.
And I regret
and I can
disbelieving in you.
Should I put a walnut in? Right here?
Yeah,
I've got a decent amount of... Whoops. I've got a decent amount here. It's saved up. I'm getting pretty close. Oh, I'm only about halfway though, so I've still got a bit of a challenge ahead of me, but I think I'm doing okay. And I could even probably put more sunflowers in. I'm just not too worried about it, to be honest. I might have to replace one of the walnuts. Maybe I'll replace it with a shooter, but the walnuts are great because they can take the damage that the repeaters and such can't. So I'm looking for... How many levels are there of this game?
Well, there's 5 worlds. And each one has 10 levels. So there's 50 total levels, and then there's all those mini games too.
So I'm based on level what? 7? So 50 total levels? 50 total like so maps basically?
You're on level 22 basically.
Okay, so I'm about halfway there. I'm doing okay.
For that upper spot.
This one?
Yeah.
Alright.
And you might even
in the future,
consider...
I think I would just go with the cherry bombs, because sometimes it's just nice, especially because they just do damage. They just take out a bunch of them
Like
at
instead
once.
of the chomper?
Yeah, instead of the chomper. I haven't used that at all. I probably won't unless I need to.
Well, you've got so much money.
I do,
You could be
so-
you could put in a lily pad and one of those walnuts in. You could put repeaters everywhere.
Snow thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I'll put that one there. I think I'll put a repeater.
As
I think I'll put them there.
you know, to go to what Lorbito said
I'm
about
gonna put
symmetry,
one there.
it's not so much about symmetry as it is about
Balance.
balance.
Maybe? Yeah.
You-
Well, and as I suspect, then as I go along, it is going to be important for me to know that. So that's a good tip for future players. So far,
different
it hasn't.
words, same
it hasn't
idea.
been. Yeah, it hasn't been so necessary, but it's clearly going to be more important.
Like you've got a little bit of
Let's see.
like that top spot. You don't have a whole lot of room.
I mean, there's no reason to be conservative with your funds, really. Like, it doesn't carry over, so why bother? You
Exactly.
do collect
Put
the points
repeaters
and such.
everywhere.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that.
Put walnuts
okay.
in every row. Maybe you could expand with lily pads if you want.
I mean, I'm getting close to being done, right? So I think I'm gonna still try to play as conservatively as possible, just because I feel like in the later stages I'm gonna regret not having that skill. But maybe not. Maybe it is gratuitous, but like Hegel.
Spending immediately and hoping that it works out.
Just that
Another coin in the bottom right.
Oh, and we're good. Oh, I do. Oh, I almost missed it. So, like, I mean, for the most part, I'm fine. They're not even getting close to... Because this right here is the only thing I have to worry about.
If I had to
None
make a
of this
suggestion-
matters, right? And I haven't needed any of this.
Not yet, but it's gonna get there.
That's true, but I'm almost done. So, what is your suggestion?
That top row, that walnut's about to go down, so if you dug them up and put a repeater there, then you could put a walnut right in the front, and then all you need is a repeater in that bottom second.
here?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
and then your balance. You know, you didn't even need the snow pea in that
I mean, I'm
case, but
still waiting. We've got the final wave coming here soon. I'll just put him down, but I
You're-
haven't needed any of this. I probably could have just gotten away with having 2 things and a walnut on each of them. 2 lily pads and walnuts. I haven't needed any of that. Though again, I am still early. I'm not even halfway through. So this is definitely going to be, this is definitely going to be
really
more
well.
important.
I was suspicious that it
Now,
would
should
fail.
I go ahead and put lily pads up for here, or do you think I'll be okay with what
I think you'll be okay. You could use a squash, like on that little football guy. The squash actually hits a bunch of
Before or
enemies.
after?
Right there. Like, he takes out a couple guys, and the footballers are
Yeah,
just
I think
annoying.
I like the cherry bombs. I think they cost more. Whoops, who's lost that? They cost more, but I mean, for me, this is excessive. If I were playing this without any input from anyone, I would have a single row, maybe 1 or 2 at the top that were important. But again, it's favoring this top left-hand corner, so again, if I were playing this without any input, I would have almost none of this. I'd have just a single row, and then my walnuts are my homies. They're my favorite ones. They were the cutest things in the intro menu, and they are proving themselves to be my favorite character, if you will, in the game.
Ooh, you'll be fine.
Yep, because I'm at the end. Oh, there we go. See?
You'll never guess what this is called.
Is it a 3-peater?
It is!
Oh, I got it!
The 3-peater.
Ah, cute! In 3 lanes?
Yes.
Wow!
So you put those...
Okay, so I don't have any pole vaulting guys, so I could go with the potato mine this time. And you favor those, so I think I'm gonna go with those. Always going with my walnuts. I want
have done...
3... Ooh, that's pretty expensive.
You could now...
Have to have those, I guess.
Now you...
Oh, no, I don't, because I can use these!
Well, the 3-peater... Oh!
And then I could just plant them on either side of the pool.
Smart.
Just remind me, because I'm probably going to mess that up. Though I imagine if I plant it anywhere, even on the top or very bottom lane, that means I'll still be hitting at least 1 pool lane.
You could
So
put
I
them
can
right
put
next to
them-
the pool and hit. Now the issue is...
Or I can put them at the very, what I say is like at the very top and the very bottom row, means that I should, because it's No, I'd have to be the second one. Because then I'm covering the pool itself. And
now,
I don't
something about those scuba guys.
I'm gonna be... I mean, you're telling me, are they gonna go super fast? Because I'm thinking I could probably just not even bother with a lily pad. I haven't loved the lily pads.
They don't come up except to start eating a lily pad. So you'll see them.
So I will need them then?
Even if you're just putting them down to lure the guys up.
I'm still thinking if I'm real strategic about this, I should be okay. I will obviously need these because I'll need the money. I've been enjoying the snow pea because it freezes them and does damage, but you've seemed reluctant for me to use that.
Well,
so I've got to have something. Should I have the repeater? Should I have the snow pea to go along with the three-peater?
My logic
I'm only gonna have like 2 of those at the end.
My logic with the repeater versus snow peas. The snow pea slows things down, but the repeater does double damage. To me, in particular,
that's more useful.
It makes more sense because it's only a tiny bit more, and the double damage.
So in the last one, I was committing to what my instincts were telling me, but what would you change about my lineup? If there were 2 that you
actually
would swap out?
I really like your lineup right now.
Well, I'm just gonna go with it then.
And I'm gonna let your early game, you've figured out how to do stuff,
with this.
and I'm gonna try not to. Actually, I guess you don't have to get lily pads right away. You really only need a lily pad once a zombie comes in there.
I'm gonna try to save up as quickly as I can. If a zombie shows up, I'll go with a walnut because that buys me time to collect. I am gonna put more sunflowers down there.
You can use those potato mines.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just put this here. I could use they're cheaper than this as well, short term.
Exactly.
But these give me at least, I would say, a couple of zombies, right? 3 zombies probably. So I'm just gonna
or at least one zombie for a little while.
I'm gonna go ahead and add more as well. I'm just gonna do that early game.
Well,
this is real slow.
Yeah. The stalling is interesting. That's something because if your plant's being eaten, for me, it's like that's bad. But it's a walnut.
Yeah, the whole point of him being there is precisely to give you more time.
So you could even get a repeater in that one row. Are you thinking about saving up for the 3-peater?
I am gonna just put him here. The 3-peater, because these 3, I could put him here and he will cover these 3, right? So he'll cover this, this, and this.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna save him for this spot, and then I'll have another one down here.
I would say maybe a potato mine for that one.
Should I just do it now, or should I wait?
Yeah, you do it right now. Put it right behind or in front of your sunflower.
Okay,
that works. And then you can keep saving up.
Yeah.
I can't believe how few. I used to fill out entire rows with sunflowers, and you're making it work.
Because again, it's clearly favoring the upper left, and that's probably not going to be the case later on. It's going to be very difficult. I'm going to go ahead and just put one here.
And then you could even put another, maybe if your potato mine charges up in time. I'm getting real close
to having the ability to buy a 3-peater, and then I'll swap him out for this guy. We're doing okay.
Maybe you'll get a potato mine. Actually, no, get your 3-peater, like you said.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, because he's gonna...
Oh, he doesn't hit the top row.
Oh, so I needed him to be down. Well, that's okay.
You might end up needing a squash. You should be okay. It should hit. Oh, I didn't... I'm sorry. I feel like I kind of pushed you to do that.
I'd rather not, because I'm still pretty early game, so it's okay to make those kinds of mistakes, because those are easier to fix. And I love also that they glow before they drop,
yeah.
So that's really useful. I am going to get a repeater. So we'll do this. We're doing okay.
And you haven't put up any lily pads yet?
No, I haven't, and I probably will. I'm hoping that I won't need it. He's covering a distance, so I should have put him here.
True. So
now that's what I know for the future.
Now what you could do actually is put a lily pad, and then just put like a squash on top of it.
Here or here?
In the row with the ducker.
Okay. I'll put a squash there, and then it'll at least block him. And I'm whoopsie. Getting that cash money. Should I put her... this is doing okay. It's at least covering... It does cover this top row, by the way. It just doesn't cover this row.
Exactly. You should,
so I should
wait for your next 3-peater.
Maybe I will put... Maybe
just
you'll
have
put
to
a
put it...
three-peater here just for the sake of it. I mean...
That's actually not a bad idea. That'll
So I'm gonna put
accomplish
that
the
down,
same thing.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and just throw that here.
You may
I should have
need...
put it down probably, but I think
Oh no, actually, I think that was a good choice, because now...
So in the future, I'll bear that in mind and put them down at least one, because I think if I have one on each side of the pool, that's covering most of it.
Yeah, now that guy right there, he's gonna get close and start eating you
So
before...
should I get a lily pad and a squash?
Or a walnut.
Alright, I'll go with the walnut. It doesn't really matter, but the walnuts last longer, I guess, so that's probably a little more useful.
Now, if you put another three-peater in that other lily pad, and then put a walnut in front of that...
That's very smart,
Because then both of them function kind of like repeaters for each other.
So
they can assist each other.
I'll just put... Whoops, nope, I don't need that yet. I'll save up. I mean, I guess I will need one. Maybe I should just go ahead and put that, because the walnut will give me time to make more money. So I will favor the walnut first. I am going to need them for these guys, though. So I'm getting pretty close. I've been neglecting some of the stuff on this side. Again, it favors
it's covered, though, you know.
this quadrant.
So there's that little scuba guy.
So what can I do? Anything? I'm going to put one on here, right?
The scuba diver will not come up until he's gonna start eating something.
Okay, and he can eat the walnut.
Yeah, exactly.
So no worries.
Got that gold coin too.
Oh, I missed it. That's okay.
No, you didn't miss it until after you finished that.
Should I put a walnut down? Can I?
Put a squash.
Here? Where? Here?
Just anywhere.
Oh,
and now you'll want to put down a potato mine right where that sunflower was.
Here?
Yep.
Okay. Well, this guy's. So I should have put them close together. I was thinking if I put one of these on either side of the pool, right next to it,
and then you can maybe put repeaters. And your then, top section, looking a little scared.
Well, I'll put him...
No, your potato mine now. What's it gonna do? You're just gonna have to dig it up to put something down to fight.
Why?
I mean, I guess you could wait.
Yeah, I'll just see if he's... Because if he explodes, then once he gets there, he'll explode, right?
He will, and chances are the other one will get close. But I guess I would still suggest...
I mean, I don't even need to pay attention to this bottom half, by the way. I mean, we'll just see. I've got this whole lawnmower, right? And
I've gotten over your early game. Your early game is clearly doing just fine.
I think I'm alright still.
You
I'm
are.
hanging in there. I am going to put a walnut down, though.
I'll be interested in seeing if those two will both get exploded, or if only one will.
That is actually really interesting.
I would highly suggest maybe a three-peater in front of those two sunflowers, just because you've got
right here?
Yeah.
So we did take out both of them, and now I should be able to save up pretty quickly for, at the very least I can have another walnut here, but I'll probably put maybe a two-peater? What do they call it? A repeater?
Well, so here's a thought.
Should I just put another walnut up? I'm loving these walnuts, honestly.
I mean, yeah, why not? You have the idea.
That just gives me the time to collect this stuff.
What if you focused on putting repeaters at the bottom and top, and then three-peaters in all the middle rows?
Alright, so we'll go with this for now, because this will recharge in a sec. And then I can put the more repeaters down at the bottom.
Because the three-peaters, if they're not hitting all three rows, it's a little bit of a waste. So, like, if you've got a repeater at the top...
Save up a repeater for the bottom or up here?
Well, now I think you're pretty much covered. You know, you've got...
I mean, I'm basically at the end here, so I'm just going to be saving up for...
If I were going to math it out, then the repeater at the top...
You're going to math quickly, then, if you're going to
The repeater at the top and bottom, you don't need anything for this. You should be fine.
Should I go ahead and add more walnuts?
Yeah, walnuts. You can use squashes if you want.
I'll put one there.
But if there's a repeater at the top and bottom, that's two for each of those. And then you put three-peaters in all the center spots, and then they cross over with each other. And so you end up getting 3 for each of the middle ones, and then 2 for the almost top and bottom ones. And then 3 for the very top and bottom.
I mean, here's the thing. I haven't replaced these guys in the middle at all. So I'm still thinking, like, I am playing much more economically than I think a lot of viewers would be.
I guess...
Because it's slow enough pace that I'm able to be better at it, I think, than I would be at a lot of
the
games.
it being economical, I guess that's, you know,
Okay,
another
so
one of the challenges.
These guys go over everything, so I'm almost thinking I'm gonna have to go with the cherry bomb, though I'm not sure he will launch over this, right?
I don't know. He might.
Alright. Well, what do we got? This aquatic plant that pulls a zombie underwater. So that could be useful.
We should pick this up again next time.
But, oh, okay, yeah, we're at 30 minutes.
Yeah, we're just gonna get right back into it.
Thanks for sticking with me.
Yeah,
and not criticizing my gameplay.
And tune in for more asymmetry and arguing in the next video.
Thanks for watching.